Yo, what up? It's your girl Lilo and welcome back to What's the Word. This is the beginning of the official comeback. Sunday to Sunday videos, and you know every video comes with a playlist. You see the color of my tee? There's a button that has white writing. It's a red button, white writing. You gotta click that. Then after you click that, you might as well turn on your post notifications. And since you turn your post notifications on and subscribe, since you like the video, you might as well go ahead and like the video. You feel me? Go ahead and just click the like button, click the bell button, click the subscribe button. But I do just want to say that this video is going to be about 2020. What it's been so far. We've lost some people. It's been a crazy year. Crazy things are happening. I just want to be very direct. So this video is going to have a different vibe than most. There still will be a playlist based off of the vibe of this video. So if you see me looking down at a paper, I did write some notes just so that I can keep myself on track, not ramble, and say exactly what I want to say. So let's get into the video. Okay, so 2020 has been a crazy, wild year. We've lost people unexpectedly, are living during a pandemic, and police brutality and injustice seems to be everywhere. I wouldn't feel right if I didn't address the things that have been going on this year. First, I want to take a moment of silence for mine and your family. If you've had any losses through this pandemic and have not been able to deal with them as normal, as in have a funeral, or if you've lost family members to COVID. Also, I do want to pay my respects to Kobe and Gigi, Mamba and Mamacita, those that and the others that were lost in that flight, as well as John Lewis, a civil rights leader, Lexi Alajay, a female rapper that I really, really admire, and Chadwick Boseman, our Black Panther. And most importantly, for those that have lost their lives due to injustice and police brutality, I'm going to do a moment of silence. All right. Now, this is when I'm going to be looking down at my paper because I wrote something out that I would like to share. It's been 177 days and Breonna Taylor's murderers haven't been arrested. As a Black person, this year has been hard. We've seen so many videos of us being killed that we've almost become numb. In the words of Jacob Blake's sister, "This is nothing new. I'm not sad. I'm not angry. I'm tired." I can't describe the feeling of seeing video after video of our people being killed by the ones that are supposed to protect us. From a young age, we've been taught to be more cautious, respectful, and comply, but even that is ineffective. People have been murdered walking and running in their own neighborhoods, reaching for identification, selling cigarettes, and even in their own homes. Protests have been escalated from the other side as if people peacefully walking chanting, "Say their name, no justice, no peace," are a direct threat. Tear gas, rubber bullets, and other forces are being unnecessarily used. Across the board, true colors of racism have been shown. Protests for haircuts have been treated way differently than protests for justice. The system was never built for us, from education to jobs to housing. We have been taught the bare minimum about our history, affecting what some of us believe we can achieve. In 2020, people are still becoming the first Black fill in the blank. Some of us are even being pushed out of neighborhoods we built and grew up in due to gentrification. As a people, we need to stand together, understand that we've all been disrespected and discriminated against. No matter our shade, we are Black. And until we acknowledge the lack of representation and respect for our darker friends and family, and what the inner challenge for acceptance our mixed friends and family face, they'll continue to divide to conquer. We've made our own ways, carried our own culture that's now being appropriated, started our own schools. All we want is justice and basic human rights. Now more than ever is a time for us to stand together and demand change. Now that we've addressed that, I want to address COVID and say, y'all, the virus is real. Wear your mask. If you're out in public, stay 6 feet away from people. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I forget my mask just because obviously that's not our normal life. But it's imperative that we wear them to keep ourselves safe and the people around us. Be precautious when you go around your older family members just because they are more susceptible to it. And just be aware and wear your mask, bro. Wear your mask, bro. Wear your mask, bro. We're trying to go back outside, so wear your mask. And I would like to end this video with some quotes from some people that we have lost this year. So I'm going to start with 2 quotes from John Lewis. The first one is, "Get in good trouble, necessary trouble, and help redeem the soul of America." All right, I got another quote from John Lewis. "Ours is not the struggle of one day, 1 week, or 1 year. Ours is not the struggle of a judicial appointment or presidential term. Ours is the struggle of a lifetime, or maybe even many lifetimes. And each one of us, in every generation, must do our part." All right. Now, Kobe, y'all know Kobe had a Mamba mentality. And recently I've been watching a lot of interviews just to help myself get my focus and find my purpose and go after that. So here are a few quotes from Kobe. "Winning takes precedence over all. There's no gray area, no almost. Pain doesn't tell you when you ought to stop. Pain is the little voice in your head that tries to hold you back because it knows if you continue, you will change." And this last one, I think just shows his perseverance and his focus because he had already won 2 games in the first 2 games in the playoff, and they're interviewing him and he's chilling. And the guy was like, "Wow, no smile? Like, what's going on, Kobe?" And his response was, "Job's not finished." Job finished? I don't think so. He hadn't won a championship, so he wasn't willing to get caught up in the hype of that momentary celebration because he knew he had more games he had to play. And I think that's something that we have to implement in ourselves. We should celebrate our small successes, but we shouldn't get stuck on those, especially when they're building blocks to what we're trying to do in the future. And I don't have a quote from Gigi, but I do love the story that he told on Jimmy Kimmel about how people always come up to him and say, "Oh, you guys should have a boy so you can carry on the legacy." And Gigi shut that down. She said she got it. So, and I truly, truly believe that girl could ball. All right. Now we got Chadwick Boseman. This is from the episode he was on LeBron's HBO special, The Shop. I had actually watched this during quarantine, and then the clip came back up after he passed, and it meant even more because it just shows how intentional he was, and without knowing that he had cancer prior to him passing, it just is an even bigger staple of his intentions and how he carried them out, and his focus and his drive. He says, "Because I said no at certain times, it made me available for things that got me to where I am." Discussion before was about like Has anybody told you like you should just play this role, like just to play with this actor, or because it's stereotypical and you need one of these under your belt? And he didn't take those. He only took the ones that he actually desired to have and thought meant something. The next quote is from when he spoke at a graduation. It says, "Whatever you choose for a career path, remember the struggles along the way are only meant to shape your purpose. As you commence to your paths, press on with pride and press on with purpose." And I mean, hey, he had purpose, like point blank. He was extremely intentional about the moves he made because he knew what his purpose was. And I also want to speak on why the loss of Kobe and Chadwick really affected the Black community, because we do not see ourselves everywhere. So the places that we do see ourselves are the examples that we set for ourselves. And like I said earlier, we're still going through phases of things where somebody is the first Black something. And so to have our first Black superhero and to see all the accolades that Kobe got, it's something that we strive for, whether we act or play sports or just in life, you know what I'm saying? Just to know that we could do it because somebody else did it, or we could achieve higher because somebody else achieved higher, is so important for us to see. And I think Chadwick being the Black Panther is going to be extremely influential through all these years for generations to come, as well as the Mamba mentality. And the last person I want to talk about is Lexi Alege. Like I said, she was a female rapper, my age, maybe I think she was like a year older than me. I started listening to her around 10th grade. I found her through a tape that her and her old boyfriend had made called Same Struggle, Different Stories. It is still on SoundCloud, and it's honestly to this, like, it's aged so well to this day. So you guys should definitely go check that out. I'll actually leave her music linked below because you should still stream her. I think what she says is still super valuable to this day. She's actually also the last song on Kehlani's newest album, It Was Good Until It Wasn't. And yeah, I've been following her for years, been loving her music. She was the first artist that I heard that I was like, oh my gosh, like somebody kind of thinks how I think, like that's crazy. And like I actually related to. I was also a part of one of her promotion teams, like a long time ago. She would talk to us, give us first dibs on CDs and stuff. She would even tweet us happy birthday. She was really interactive with her fans. She would like our tweets, respond to tweets. A long time ago, she actually did fan calls, and me and her talked for a little bit, and she helped me kind of see where I fit into the music industry and what I wanted to do at the time, because I didn't know what I was talking about. I just knew I like music. I like listening to new music. I want to be a part. So we talked for a little bit, and she helped me kind of figure that out. So that was super dope. So here's a quote from Lexi's outro, which is on It Was Good Until It Wasn't by Kehlani. It's like you just gotta grasp it. Ain't no time to make no accidents, because you gotta be passionate. If you want something, you gotta go after it, and that's gonna make you the baddest. A few of my favorite songs by her are Growing Pains, Look at Your Game Girl, Green Tea, Killer, and Flip the Script. Again, I'll leave all her music links below. She has a few things on Apple Music and Spotify, but majority of her music is on SoundCloud. Guys, definitely should still tune into that. And that is my 2020 review, or my 2020 talk, or whatever. I felt like it wouldn't be right for me to get back onto YouTube and not speak on what's actually going on and affecting people before I did like a bunch of fun stuff. I don't want to look over anything, especially things that are important to me. Check on your friends because it's crazy. And even though some people are saying this is the new norm, it's not normal. This is not what we're used to, and we shouldn't be. So make sure your friends are good. Make sure you're good. Take care of yourself. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the Music Monday video. I promise. Different vibe. Don't forget, I will be posting the playlist below. If you're ever looking for new music or you just want a different vibe, you can always search Cozy Girl Radio on Apple Music and Spotify. You'll find all my playlists. And we out. See y'all Monday.